today. From Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. It's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On 1st down, Clement. Over the middle, complete. That's Lamb. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, Parker, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Number 25.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line.
Number 25.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And 6.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Clement. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Vikings as they get set for their first drive. And trotting out there, no introduction needed for this guy around the league. Now in his 7th season as a QB.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
To number 80.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And this will be a Vikings 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Number 36 on the carry.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And the Vikings 1st down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Number 80.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 12-yard line.
They run with Harris. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Now again, right side. Blackwell. And they'll go backwards here. Losing yardage to the 14. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Touchdown.
A 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. The touchdown giving them the first-quarter lead. Remember, they lost a rough game 2 weeks ago. Then they had to sit through the open week, but a good start here.
And just think about everyone around them, everyone around the organization. When you lose headed into that open week, everyone's cringing because you don't have a chance to get on the horse and ride it again for at least 2 weeks. Well, they were able to take that time, use it constructively, and now they're back in form.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And
nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On second down, Blackwell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Intended for number 80.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The pass.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
A gain of 6 there on first.
6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Packers' 10-yard line.
4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. These two teams all tied after 1.
7-7.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back.
And this time he is in. Yes. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 20.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Clement completes it over the middle to Floyd. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. And they were able to get him down and force the punt.
Pulled in at the 24. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So, flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Dixon. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Dixon. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On 3rd down, Proctor. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
The extra point.
And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball's out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 20.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The 22 more yards there and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They'll run on first down. Blackwell. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Dixon. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
2nd and 4 at the 5-yard line.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. Zone touchdown, Minnesota. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
So we hit halftime with our visitors. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Score, Vikings 28, Packers 14.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Yeah, this is going to put them back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Back to throw now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. Then he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line.
The quarterback sacked.
What part did they went empty set there? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
I would think down 2 scores at this point in the fourth quarter, even with the loss there on first down, this has got to be 4-down territory. If you're the field goal kicker, your only purpose now is if you can run out for a pass or actually carry the ball into the end zone. Otherwise, don't even look at the coach.
Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On first down, Blackwell. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
A gain of 14.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Complete.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense. Oh, man, can't do that.
You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Back to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. I'll tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on third and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
From the gun, Clement got his man complete over the middle. It's Floyd. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 25.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
It's second and
still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
it's now third.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Looking to throw. Clement. And it's caught. And the Packers are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
And goal at the 3-yard line.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Packers are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
First and 10. At their own.
The Vikings head out to take over once again. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. The running play there going to get 11 as they get a quick first down.
On the carry.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Right back to him on first down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
On the carry. Jair Alexander.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Carrier.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
They run with Harris. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 38.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
27-yard line.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a second and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Another carry.
And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
At the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And after the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Clement. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Throwing on 3rd and long. Clement looking deep down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown, Packers.
A big play there. 81 yards. And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The first-round pick, Jair Alexander, making the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Blackwell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 23. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Forced out to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Packers get set to go.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
On 1st and 10, Clement, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
To throw on 3rd down, Clement. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Past the 20, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Packers are back within a score. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
16-yard line.
And out now come the Vikings. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They'll run on 1st down. Blackwell, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, Blackwell. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 7. 1st down, Vikings.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. With another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
So the Packers down by 10. At time, a huge factor. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery. But first things first. 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Clement. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
That's good.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
On 1st down, Clement over the middle, complete. It's Lamb. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a 1st. This is caught. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
So with 13 on the clock, it's time for an onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
A 7-yard pickup.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Blackwell. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
19 yards. First down, Minnesota.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Dixon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Final score,
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're